After a grueling 25-hour bus ride, we're finally in Haapsalu.
Haapsalu, once the capital of the medieval bishopric of Uselvik, and later a seaside resort town often visited by the Romanovs, inspiring Tchaikovsky to write 3 piano pieces, collectively titled Souvenir de Haapsalu. All this being said though, we started our day at the former Haapsalu railway station. Although sadly, it is no longer served by rail. It is instead a museum with this outdoor part freely accessible. My camera for the day was my Fujifilm X-T2 with a TTArtisan 23mm lens. After checking out the trains, we headed towards the beach. Sadly, or not, we never made it quite to the beach. Well, this is as far as we go. No beach, towards the city center we go. Looking for luck?
Yes. Didn't get enough water. Now they have these stomachs.
We got some snacks and enjoyed them outside the castle walls. Then, it was time to go into the castle. There were rehearsals for a dance festival happening, but let's focus on the castle for now. We visited quite a few castles with museums in Estonia, but usually only at the gift shop. Not this time.
Now I can help you.
Nope, still Estonia. Put it on.
I can't even f***ing hold it up. When I close it.
Did you break your glasses? I sure hope not.
Scratch your head. It's a sin. See.
This cathedral was built in 1260 and is the biggest single nave church in the Baltic countries. It also made for some good photos. The rehearsals were still in full swing as we left the castle.
Let's just leave it. I tied it up. We'll leave it here.
Time for food.
Let the animals sleep.
Nice and full, we started off towards the Seaside promenade, exploring as we went. As we neared the end of the promenade, we turned in towards our hotel.
They have carrots, tangerines, and apples to take.
We dropped our bags and settled in for a nap, but the day was not over.
A few moments later.
Here is like a fucking woke up from a goddamn grave.
So you had a good nap?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to leave and she's just sitting. We went back out to the castle to watch the Lääne County Dance Festival.
Pretty.
There was still time before it started though, so we checked out the interior of the castle walls.
Smell 'em. Could you even smell anything with that nose? Jesus. Can you even breathe?
When we saw the parade approaching, we went to find a spot to watch the dancing. I, of course, had to go watch and photograph the entrance. When all of the participants had made their entrance, the dancing started. I didn't record much, but here are more photos. When the dancing was over, we walked back to our hotel. Seeing the dancing and all of the people keeping the Estonian tradition alive was very cool. And I'm glad we visited Haapsalu on the day we did, because we didn't know about this festival until earlier in the day at the castle. As the sun set, we enjoyed a beer in the hotel lobby, excited for the coming day. The next morning, we had some breakfast. And then I loaded a roll of HP5 into this X-E2 camera. This camera belonged to my grandfather, and I brought it back from California. From what I could find, this is an X-E2 version 4, produced between 1956 and 1959 by the E-Hage company in Dresden, Germany. We checked out of our hotel, and it was time to see if this camera worked. Well, not too great. There are frame spacing issues, leaving overlapping frames and big areas of the film empty, as well as some light leaks. But it's not all bad. When it works, it works. As we walked, we made it to the actual end of the promenade. Next, we decided to go to the Grand Holm Marina. There wasn't much going on so early, so we headed back.
Children and grandchildren are like, okay, come on, Granny, we want to show you your birthday gift. And it's a goddamn bench. Here.
Then we continued back to the promenade. It was too hot for Maria, so I went up the tower by myself. We eventually arrived back at the castle, but this time we took a look around the outside of the walls. We couldn't resist, so we stopped and had a cold beer outside the castle. Then some ice cream before heading on. I just had to get a shot of this building, but framing a portrait-oriented shot with the waist level finder was difficult.
That was difficult. Backwards and sideways.
And with digital. We still had time to spare, so we checked out a cemetery. We arrived at the bus station / former railway station and checked out the railway museum. After, we moved on to the other side, with the waiting hall and the communications museum. And now we wait. Eventually, we boarded our bus and went back to Tallinn. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Until next time. But today was not over. Bah. I didn't record much, but what the hell, Yanis? Was not easy. Blah. But framing a portrait, I just had to get a